Patriot Prime Reviews is a channel for adult collectors and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
So I just recently visited Retro Reset in Beckley, West Virginia, a fantastic vintage toy store that not only has figures from the 80s and the 90s, modern figures, they've got video games from the Atari 2600 to the PlayStation 5. They got Funko Pops, sports memorabilia, cards, you name it, they got it. Now, I mainly stopped by because they posted on their Facebook page that they had just recently acquired a huge Transformer collection. So I was in Beckley and I had to stop by and check out their Transformers. And what I found was a couple of really cool items. I've got Black Starscream and the evil Sunstrom. Now, when I first saw these, they were in a case, they were stacked like this, and I thought that they were the commemorative reissues that we got a few years ago. Then, after getting them out of the case and looking at the size, I was like, no, these are something completely different, as if the name Sunstrom didn't give it away. So, anyway, these look to be smaller versions of G1 Seekers, and I cannot wait to check these out. I'm not very familiar with this brand. From what I've heard on some of my comments, or what I've read on some of my comments, these came out in the early 2000s. Now, a couple giveaways that these are KOs. Look at the Decepticon insignia right there with the Starburst by the point. See that? So that's a giveaway. And then you got the misspelling of the name Sunstrom. But everything else looks pretty legit. You flip on the back, there's a file card. We got some Dreamwave art, which is the same art that was on those commemorative reissues too. But let's see. And then you got King's Toys right there. So enough of me blabbering on and on about these figures. Let's get them opened and check them out. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews.
They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view.
So before I get into reviewing the figures, I wanted to show you how they came in the box. The previous owner apparently either never took these figures out or just messed with them and put them back into packaging. But everything was included. We've got instruction sheets, we've got decals, and of course the figures themselves. Now, I looked all over the instructions, I've looked on the box. I do not have a date for these figures, so I'm just assuming, looking at my commemorative reissue here from 2002, that these guys are from 2002 as well. That's what I'm going for. So, real quick, the instructions are pretty much the same, except one is for Black Starscream. And did they get the name right on this? Nope, that's still Sunstrom. So, instructions are pretty much the same. King Toys. And, like I said, they do come with their decals. Here's Black Starscreams. And it looks like the Decepticon insignias are right. You don't have a little starburst on them. I like the shadowy con symbols there. So there's the decals, and there's Sunstroms. I think the decals are pretty much the same. Yep, just these stripes are different. So taking a look at these guys, I'm just going to show off one because they're both exactly the same. We've got the jet right here with the wings and tail fin attached. There are the fists, the null rays, and the missiles. And then you flip underneath here, you can see the launchers are attached and the wheels. So let's get these figures opened up. I am going to attempt to apply those 20-plus-year-old decals, and let's check them out. Well, as you can see, applying those 20-year-old decals was a bust. Those things were tearing. There was hardly any adhesive left. They were not Toyhax decals, that's for sure. And speaking of Toyhax, I did have some of these, so I did at least give the figures some insignias. So real quick, before we get started, let's do a quick size comparison between these two Seekers with the original Generation 1 Starscream. So yeah, that looks awesome. I mean, those guys are pretty much dead on to the design of the original Seekers. So let's get Starscream out of the way, and let's look at Black Starscream first. Really love the color scheme on this guy. I do wish that maybe he had gold wings and gold tail fins to kind of match the gold right there, but still not too bad. I really wish he had his decals. The gold stripes would have looked so good. He does have an opening cockpit, just like the original G1 toy, done up in a translucent plastic, and I believe the gold here is die cast, so that's a definite plus. He's got the little wheel strut right there that plugs in to the bottom, and you can see the launchers with the cluster bombs attached, and they are spring-loaded. At least they were earlier, because I shot myself in the face. So I guess it depends on how you hit it. Yeah, they're not firing now, but yeah, they're in there pretty good. Oh, there we go. So kind of on a hair trigger, maybe. Well, no luck with that, but they're in there. They punch in via the spring. Okay, wait a minute. All right, we're going to get one to fire. We are not. So maybe we'll have better luck with Sunstorm. But anyway, that is Black Starscream. Looks really, really good. Bringing in, Sunstrom. I love his color schemes as well. The bright yellow with the white looks really good, especially with those purple Decepticon insignias. Once again, he does have the opening cockpit. I believe both of these guys, their cockpit is the same. Yes, it's a translucent gray or black. He's got the wheels underneath as well. His wheels are on a black strut, where Black Starscream's has the gray strut. Then he has the launchers with the rockets in. Will these fire? No, they are failing me miserably. Although oh, there it went. Did you see it? Just launched right across the table. So there is springs in there. Oh yeah, that one's firing really good. Maybe it was Sunstrom that shot me in the face earlier. But yeah, that's always awesome when you have the firing missiles. You know, I'm going to leave that out because with my luck, it's going to shoot off and go across the room, and it'll take me forever to find it. Let's see. So let me get that back in. And there it went. That one just launched off, went over the computer monitor and behind my desk. So I'm going to have to find that here momentarily. So now let's go ahead and get these guys transformed. Both of their transformations are exactly the same, so I'm just going to do one. My OCD was not going to let me keep that behind the desk. So let's go ahead and get Sunstrom transformed, since I already got his missiles out. We are going to take the wings off. If you're familiar with transforming a G1 Seeker, you know how this is going to work. Let's see, take out the landing strut. We're going to fold the feet down right here, bring the nose cone down, push in right here to get those arms flipped around. Then you're going to take the nose cone, bring that down. It's going to go through the body. There we go, and flip this whole section around. Now with these guys, there is a little hook right there that's going to go up and over this hinge. And there we go, so that'll kind of lock into place. From here, let's see, I've got his little teeny tiny fists. So let's see, what's that? That is the right fist. Go ahead and clip that in. That'll kind of tab into place, at least it should. Always harder to do on camera. There we go, so there's one. Get the other one, maybe this will go in a little bit easier. And then again, maybe not. Uh-oh, that piece is popping off. See? So you gotta be careful with that. That's not good at all. There we go. So okay, we got both fists in. Let's get the wings attached. Let's see, take the launcher off this one. Okay, there's one. Get the launcher off this one. And there is two. Go ahead and flip the tail fins around like so. I guess you could just remove these if you wanted to. All right, there is Sunstrom. He just needs his weapons. So we've got the launchers. Now we got his little null rays. Hopefully these won't shoot across the table. Got to hear that spring click that into place. So there's the launcher. And where is the other null ray? Get that in. And there it goes. So yeah, he's got a real good spring-loaded launcher right there. Get in there. All right. So there we go, guys. There is Sunstrom in his robot mode. Very yellow, very white. Like I said, I wish he had decals. That would have made him look so much better. But still, all in all, he's not bad. Bringing him in closer. We got a decent enough head sculpt right there. Very Generation 1. Got the pylons, articulation. It's G1 articulation. The arms can go up and down. Could do a complete 360, but you'll have the wings in the way. And that is pretty much it. Let me see one more thing. I know with the G1, you can kind of store the landing gear inside the cockpit. Let me see if that works with this guy. So yeah, there you go. You can store the landing gear in the chest. So there you go, guys. There is Sunstrom. Let's get Black Starscream all put together. And there we have Black Starscream all transformed. And funny enough, they gave him an unpainted gray head. I don't like that at all. But other than that, the figure looks really good. Like I said, I do wish he had the gold wings. Now, he was a lot easier to transform than Sunstrom. The little section on the arms did not pop off. They stayed in place. So yeah, really like the looks of this guy. Now, of course, we need to compare these two to Generation 1 Starscream, so you can really get a nice comparison of the three in their robot mode. Now, funny story about this Starscream. This is the early 2000 commemorative edition, and when I got him, I didn't like the fact he had a black cockpit, that translucent black, so I got a Junker Thundercracker and replaced his cockpit, and I think that yellow looks so much better. I ended up really liking these two little Seekers that I picked up from Retro Reset. Granted, I still really don't know that much about them, but I think they make an awesome addition to my collection. I love the G1 Seeker mold, I always have, so these two are going to be great on my G1 Seeker shelf. About my only real complaint is the fact that the decals didn't work, because I think these two would look great with those decals applied. But nonetheless, I think these two are awesome, and hopefully next time I swing by Retro Reset, they'll have more of those still in stock. So what do you guys think of the two mini Seekers from King Toys? Let me know in the comments below. Now guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. Also, if you're in any position to help out the channel, I do offer channel memberships, and I have to give a huge shout out and thank you to my current channel members, because it's your support that helps keep this channel going. Once again, guys, this is Patriot Prime, signing out. Hooah!
They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dreams. In this small town, nothing's as it seems.